Peace, everybody. So, I just wanted to try a cheap lighting setup. So we can see what differences it makes. I always had one of these types of lights, and I've used this often. I've used it with my short film Soul Remover. If you haven't seen Soul Remover, take a look at it. It's the interrogation scene where I hang it above and it casts those harsh shadows, creates those harsh shadows and makes it very intense. Anyway, I wanted to just try out some more cheap lighting and to see how it pans out. Anyway, I picked up these LED. This is a daylight LED bulbs. I picked up 2 of these for $4 and some change to use with this. Now in the lighting setup that you're gonna see, I also used some gels, right? But the gel that I use is a yellow one of these. It's a yellow one, which is hanging behind me above the bookshelf, which you're gonna see in the short clips that I have. And I also placed the parchment paper over it just to diffuse it a little. Let me show you the gels that let me show you the gels that I use. These are the gels that I use. This one is called Light and Pack Color Effects, and I got this from B&H. Can't tell you the price. I can't remember. Maybe $20, $30, and it comes with a variety of different colors: red, blue, green. I think purple, yellow, and yeah, yellow is what I used in the back. I also used, I have a reflector, but I said, let me just get a cheap, what do you call this, poster board. And I use this to reflect, to bounce the light off. I also had this bouncing with the parchment paper. So the parchment paper was on it bouncing. I don't know if I really needed to do that, but I did it, it worked. Next time I'll do it without the parchment paper. I don't really think I would need the parchment paper for diffusion, as the light is lessened once it's bounced off the object. And lastly, I used my LED light, and this came from above. I had it dimmed. I believe in one of the scenes, in one of the excuse me, footages, you're gonna see I had the green gel on it. Okay, so this cost me. This is made by Ray, and made in China. I think I paid about $400 or $500 for this, and it lights up pretty bright. I haven't used it outside yet. This week I'm going to use it outside. I'm going to test it. I've had it for maybe 2 years, maybe 2-3 years. I've had it, and yeah, about 3 years. But I've never used it outside, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to be picking up some more LED lights, a set of 3. I think that's going to cost me maybe about $1,500 or $2,000. And I have other smaller ones, but I didn't use that in this particular setup. So it's not so much always about the equipment you use, but the results. Obviously, if you're being paid by somebody to do something like a commercial or whatever, you probably wouldn't walk in with these lights, because, you know, it's just not going to give the look that they expect for professionalism. But if it's for something that you're doing, it's your creativity, and you can use whatever you want, you know. So you'll even see in one of these scenes where, if you pay attention, it's the camera's dollying forward slowly. Now, I didn't use my dolly to do that. I just did it within the editing software, which is I just, scaled it up slowly. I just put it on the timer and let it scale in. So there's different tricks you can do when it comes to filmmaking. Filmmaking is really just magic. It's an optical illusion. You're creating illusions. You're a magician, and don't ever let people make you feel inadequate because you don't have certain equipment. Or yeah, it's creativity. Just be creative. If you're creative, you can always find a way. That's how I see it. And just go out there and make a movie and film. You're gonna make mistakes, but every mistake you make, right, sometimes that mistake is actually something good, and every mistake you learn and get better. There's a lot of people that just talk about making movies but never made their own movie, but they They can talk about it. They can give you all these pointers and tell you this ain't good or this camera ain't good. But if you ask them, where's your work? Where's your work? Where's your movie? Where's your full feature? Where's your web series? You don't see it. Anyway, peace.